not like rudely or to confront. They said, Abhi to Sanchari, you were doing Hanuman. Abhi uske pehle you were doing Devi. Now suddenly you are doing a Buddha. Baat kya hai? What is this scene going on? So I'm sure you must have also thought, अभी तो शिवा किया था, अभी तो ये बुद्धा क्यों कर रही है? So first of all, I don't believe in religion. I believe in spirituality. And the biggest meaning of spirituality that I've learned is whether it is Krishna, whether it is Shiva, whether it is Jesus, whether it is Allah, whoever it is, the true meaning of spirituality means, and that is the difference between religion and spiritual in my terms. Religious is a more outwards practice. Religion is more like go out and show, go to a temple, do rituals. These are more of this. But spirituality is inside. So when I say I follow Shiv, it does not mean I go to a Shiv temple and I worship. It means that I believe I am Shiva, that there is inside of me Shiva. If I say I am the I follow the nine Devis, it does not mean that I want to go and worship the nine Devis in an idol form, but the Devis are inside me. So today also we are going to talk about Buddhism as a spiritual practice, Buddhism as a philosophy. Buddhism, if you were to hear, anyone here has gone to Vipassana? So Vipassana is a 10-day silent journey which is based on the path spirit taught by the Lord Buddha himself, where in 10 days you have to follow certain principles, no talking, no touching, no bad thoughts, no thieving, all of this. So similar to that, we won't be able to go to Vipassana, but today we are going to do a mini Zen session where we are going to discover the Buddha inside us. So comment in B if you are ready to find this Buddha within you today. Buddha has given us such a beautiful method of finding this. So I'm not going to share a lot about the story today. I'm sure you all know the story how, Buddha was once, a big prince, and then he had a, and then, he went to, where was Buddha born? Anyone? Let's take a small quiz also. Where was Buddha born? Yes, Lumbini. And where did he get Nirvana? Nirvana basically means being able to get freedom. Beautiful word and discover. It was Bodh Gaya. Yes, beneath a banyan tree. So Buddha's story, we all know it's a pretty common story where basically Buddha was a person who was a prince. He was born as a big prince, but his family thought that if we show Buddha, he was born as Siddhartha Gautam. So Gautam Buddha, he said, Siddhartha ko we can't show him the real life. We can't show him what is outside the market. We can't show him all of these things. So nobody let him go out of the palace. So he grew up in this Maya. He grew up in this illusion that, world is a very nice place. There is nothing sad and there is nothing there. But when once he was traveling in the garden, he saw a sick man, he saw an old man, and he saw a dying man. And he started questioning them. How can men die? How can men be old? How can men be, sick? And from there, he left his palace, he left his wife, he left his entire family and decided to go and look for the ultimate truth. And that is the ultimate truth we are going to discover today. Okay, so light your incense stick, get into your mode, and let's do this. We'll start with something that we just listened. So right now, when we were, if you had come earlier, we were playing a chant. Let's first start with understanding the chant. Om Mani Padme. You must have heard it. And in fact, right now also, after we learn a little bit about Buddha, we'll do a beautiful Zen practice about this. So let us understand what does Om Mani Padme Hum mean. Okay, it's a beautiful chant. If you go to any, like when we went to Dharamshala, everybody was chanting there. It was magical. Om is, of course, Om represents the beginning. It was the first primordial sound. They say before, and even science has proved that before anything, there was a vibration, a ripple across the universe. And that ripple was Om. So this talks about universe or beginning. Okay. Mani, this you know, we call it Manipura, the Manipura chakra, the heart. Manipura means a gem. So how to make a diamond? Like this. First make it like this. Then a V. So money means a jewel, a gem. Okay. Padma, we have today Dr. Padma here with us only, means a lotus. And lotus represents what? Purity. And the fun thing is, lotus is, if you were to see a lotus, lotus rides up in the most dirty, murky water. So despite all the negative things inside it, it is the most purest form that blooms like this. That blooms to be one. So Padma is a beautiful notation of growth through struggle. Okay? And hum means, which is a sound, hum basically means wisdom or awareness. Okay, bell represents awareness here. So Om Mani Padme Hum. It says the jewel of wisdom grows in the lotus of life. The main meaning of this is jewel of wisdom grows in the lotus of life, and the summary of it is be kind, grow through life, and become aware. Aware of what? Aware of news? Aware of what is going on in the world? No. Aware of yourself. That deep within you, there is a power inside you to change something. So peace comes when we accept and understand life. So the whole story of Buddha is about how when he was living in ignorance, he was living not a life. But only when he confronted death, only when he confronted old age, only when he confronted poverty, that's when he realized that this peace comes from inside. And today, that is exactly what we are going to find, and how to understand life, how to build this, and how to find the peace, how to become the awakened one. So, today's class is not about learning about Buddha, but about becoming Buddha. Comment in BB if you are all ready to become Buddha. In just another 5-6 minutes, we will invite Niranjan also, and we will draw a Buddha to it. It was his birthday yesterday, and I gifted him a Buddha painting also. Niranjan has been collecting Buddhas for a very long time, and most of our family friends, whenever they go out, they give us a Buddha as a gift. And we are planning to go to Angkor Wat to see the big Buddha also. So Buddha plays a very important life in our heart. Okay, so let us learn about 5 simple life reminders from the Buddha. So first, Niranjan will teach you a very advanced Buddha, but I will show you Sanchu's Buddha. You might have seen I gifted Niranjan a Buddha painting yesterday. So it's not like I don't know how to draw. That's why I draw sketch notes. कि मुझे easy लगता है या something. But it's because it's easier to remember. So let's quickly make a Buddha. We first start with a circle. Is it visible? So one small circle, you know all this by this time. Then we add a U. If you have attended my Shiv Sadhana, Parvati Sadhana, you all will be knowing this by now. Now, infinity you make, like infinite wisdom. In Vipassana at night, we could only hear Buddha's talks. So that was the best moment of my life. We could not talk, we could not hear anything, but we used to hear beautiful stories by Buddha. Okay, so we have a Buddha hands here. Let's have a lotus. My drawing is a little wobbly today because we are shifting and I can't find my iPad pen. So I'm using another pen. It's a little wobbly, but it will do. Now, how to show this could be Lakshmi also. See the beauty of sketch notice at this point. If I add here, this could become Lakshmi, this could become Saraswati, anyone it could become. But we are going to do the signature Buddha style. We are going to give him a bun and small curls. So there's a myth that says, there's a story that wants to protect Buddha from heat. All these small snails collected on his head, and it's to protect him. There is also a snake that once a snake came to protect him from rain. So you can make these small curls to do this, to show Buddha enlightenment. Okay. Now, you might have noticed, if you see in pictures, Buddha has many long ears like this. So we'll make a long ear. Why? Do you know why is Buddha's ears long? Anyone just comment in yes, why if you know Buddha's ears are shown long. Even Niranjan doesn't know. Buddha comes from a royal family. He was Siddhartha Gautam, is a prince. So he used to wear very heavy jewelry before. So if you see kings and all of princes had their lobes stretched because of the jewelry. And then he left it all to live it. So these long years are a reminder that he comes from luxury and yet he designed a life for himself. Okay, so we'll make closed eyes. Niranjan will today show you how to make nice eyes. Today I'm making a closed eyes. And that is here. Here is your cute little Buddha for you. Let's put a sun against this cute little Buddha, Add a little sparkle to this. Okay, and here is your little Buddha. You can add in some clothes to him also. Okay, so this is your little Buddha. Now let us learn about some principles. I'm going to tell you about the five main. See, to talk about Buddha, there is a lot of things. I am currently doing Buddha mandalas. There is Tarama. Then there are five forms of Buddha. There are so many things to do. But today I'm going to teach you five simple reminders. And it is Buddha Jayanti on 1st. So till then, I want you all to prepare yourself mentally. In fact, one of my favorite books, I was looking for it, but because we are going through packing, I couldn't find it, is a book called Buddha and the Badass. And it is on that basis, it's a book by Vishen Lakhiani. I have built my entire company that there should be a Buddha within you and there should be a badass inside you. So let's do some Buddha's reminders. If you get a chance, guys, please go to Dharamshala. You might know that Dharamshala is the official residence of Tibet now. Like we have given Tibetans a place to stay. It's an asylum, and law, and our very own Dalai Lama also lives here. Tibet. It's a whole beautiful Buddhist community there. You must visit. Okay. So let's start with the first reminder. The first reminder is everything changes. What does this mean? Everything changes. When he saw, the people becoming dying, people getting old, people doing this, he realized nothing is permanent. So thinking of sadness, I am sad today, and I'm sad today, I'm sad today, which makes no sense. Because today you might be sad, but tomorrow you might be happy. Or today, if you are too happy, tomorrow you might get very sad. So I'm going to denote this by a leaf, because leaf goes through so many states. It is born one day, next day it falls down from the tree. So leaf falling, nothing is permanent. Okay, everything changes. Second is, and will take you guys lot of time to understand. It has taken me a lot of things to understand. And today when I was cleaning my home, I was like, ye nahi fenkna, wo nahi fenkna. Oh my God, I can't throw this beautiful dress I got. Oh my God, I can't throw this. So we need to be reminded that peace comes from within. You might look for the whole world outside, but until and unless you are happy inside, nothing else can, no one else, nothing else can make you happy. People tell me I'm not happy. Why? My husband is not good. My mother in law is not good. My job is not good. My XYZ is not good. You are not good, because true peace comes from within you. I know this is just a job. It is not who I am. Whatever my mother in law says to me is not true. If my husband says this to me, it is not true about me. Peace comes from within. Okay. Then the third is, and this is something I'm realizing while decluttering all this, attachment creates suffering. So Buddhism is a lot about detachment. You have seen? So Buddhists spend hours and hours making us hours, weeks making mandalas, detailed mandalas. I have seen it myself. And then the day they finish it, they will just rub it off. They cut off their hair. They leave everything, because attachment creates suffering. You see it anytime you are sad, anytime you are upset. It is because you are attached to some concept. My boyfriend left me, I'm sad. I am getting fat, I'm sad. Why? Because it is attachment to a certain vision, attachment to a certain dream. So if you do something, fal karo or chinta, don't do things without the result of it, unattachment. That is the best kind of this. So how do we represent this? We'll make a rope and a noose here to show attachment. It's a rope. Okay. Peace, we can add the universal symbol of peace. Next, and this is probably my one of my favorite anyways quotes to say. I'm going to ask you, okay, I'm going to fill in the blank and you will tell me. Dash is power. Dash is power. What do you think it can be? What can dash be? Let me draw a symbol so that you can guess.
Forgiveness.
What is true power? We have used this word before. Awareness. Awareness is true power. Being aware, being present in the moment, knowing what is happening inside you, who you are. And that's why I have been giving these Ikigai sessions, to give you guys awareness who you are. Ikigai is such a powerful concept to understand who you are, where you are coming from. Awareness. Awareness of breath, awareness of knowledge, awareness of who you are, nothing like this. And the last one, kindness is the path. You don't have to be anyone, any achievement in life. If your achievement is, I am a kind person. And I know you might say that I am kind, but people misuse me, people do this. It's all a test. Everything is being noticed, everything is by seeing. You are going to get what you deserve. Okay? So the bottom line of this, what is there? Be calm, be aware, be kind. Okay? So, how do you be kind? Not just to others, to yourself. Like right now, I will say, let's share this drawing, let's share this picture. You will say, nahi, acha nahi hai, main achhi nahi hu, mera wo nahi hai, all of those. So, start with being kind to yourself. It's very easy to be kind to others. It's even more easier to be kind to yourself. Okay? Comment in L if you loved doing this. It's just one part of this. So quickly guys, turn on your cameras. I want to take a nice picture of all of our Buddhas together. I want to see this. So you said you are going to be kind today. So let's be kind to ourselves. Take on, turn on. I want to see your picture with it. Let's hold this together. Quickly, turn on your cameras and show me your Buddha. Oh, very good today. Preksha and Manisha together. Very nice. So I want all guys turn on your cameras. I'm telling you, those who are turning on cameras are going to get the awareness and wisdom fastest. So jaldi jaldi. Maitri, Swati, Pooja, Kirti, all of you turn on your Buddhas. And Janani, very nice. Niti, you also chalo, I'll wait one more. And just whisper Om Mani Padme Hum. Whisper with me. Om Mani Padme Hum. Very beautiful. Let me take a nice lovely picture of you guys. Share it with me, okay? मुझे यहाँ भी clear नहीं दिख रहा. बुढ़ी हो गई हूँ मैं. I can't see very clearly. So take a picture and share in the WhatsApp group. And thank you, Amuda, you are also there. Quickly, guys, share a picture. Now I'm going to call upon my Gautam Buddha, the person I consider my mentor, my teacher, who literally brought enlightenment into my life. I had lost my memory. And, with his art class, I was able to get back my memory. And it was one of the most beautiful moments of my life. It was his 30th birthday yesterday. And and he's going to come in there. So before he comes, I want to share with you one more practice that I do. Would you like to learn a new form of meditation with me? Would you like to learn a new form of meditation with me? Super. So this is called neurographic lines. I have been taught, one of my students, Swapna, has been teaching this for a while. It's an amazing practice. So we're going to listen to some chants and do this. So first I'll tell you, take your pen from one end, just take it. Don't overthink and just create a loop like this. Don't overthink. Just create a loop like this. Okay? Any loop. Don't follow me. Then I want you to fill in these gaps. Okay? Wherever you see an intersection, you have to fill the gap. How will you fill it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fill it like this. And now I'm going to play some chants while Niranjan comes. We'll play Om Mani Padme Hum. What you have to do is you have to fill these with Zen lines. So I am not able to make because of my stylus. But you all are excellent at this Zen line. So while we listen to this, for 1 minute, you will think about all the Buddha principles we learned and make this. By the way, if you see this unconsciously, it is a little Buddha only for me. If I add in years, mine it becomes a subconsciously. I found a Buddha in my drawing only. Cute little Buddha. So no rules, nothing. Just do these Zen lines. Okay, I'm playing some beautiful ritual songs for you as we do Om Mani Padme Hum. Get lost in this beautiful feeling of Zen and let's go.
Hi everyone, a very good evening to each one of you. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope you're having a wonderful, mindful evening. And welcome to tonight's session. So far, I hope you had a really good time with sketchnoting with Sanchari. She taught some really beautiful concepts about Buddha, and we are, like she said, this session is not just about drawing any figure, but it is about being the Buddha. And while drawing the Zen lines, while learning about Buddha, while sketchnoting, and while doing these exercises, I hope that you could experience a moment of that serene bliss, that that beautiful calm which Buddha has always stood for. Yes. So if you loved what you did so far, please take a minute, take a photo, and share it in the WhatsApp group of everything that you have drawn so far. Amazing. So let's go. I am very excited for tonight's session. For what we are drawing today, because Buddha has been one of the most influential figures in my life. The very reason that I came into art was that when I was studying in architecture college, I came across book by Osho, and Osho was talking about living life with courage, and how we must live life as though your life's torch is burning from both ends, and it is all about courage and having the courage to truly find what you want to do and follow your heart. And a lot of Osho, a lot of Buddha, a lot of Sadhguru. So the spirituality has always been a recurring theme in every single thing that I do. And if you see, a lot of drawings that I made in the past from my older sketchbooks has always been had an underlying spiritual tone. And Buddha especially, I have drawn many times. A lot of my sketchbooks are downstairs, so I can't take them down. But whether it is the Sadhguru, or there is this Buddha. So this is made entirely using dots, watercolor. dots with ink, and then a black Indian ink bottle that is used for this. So you see, Buddha is. I have been deeply influenced by Buddha, and I've always loved drawing Buddha. The very reason is that when you look at the face of Buddha, it's also calming and so relaxing. And when you just draw Buddha, when you draw a meditative face, you in fact start getting experiencing some of the qualities of meditation. And that's what I want to share with you tonight. So if you are ready, let's go. Take your sketchbook, keep it open, and we are going to be starting away. The reference picture has been shared in the group, and I'll be showing the reference image also as we draw along through this. All right, so in the WhatsApp group, you'll be able to see that the reference picture is already been put up. So the very first step that we are going to be doing today is that for the entire seated Buddha drawing, I want you to see we are drawing this on an A5 size paper, right? So the drawing is on an A5 size paper. So this entire image that this entire image that we're going to be drawing, I want you to first just draw a mini border. So you don't need a scale or anything. Just with the pencil, just draw a light border, half a centimeter, 1 centimeter. Start by just placing one. Right, I hope all of you can now see the reference picture fully. So first, we set the composition. If you see, no matter whatever is it that you draw, there is always an algorithm. There is always a flow into doing it. When you take it, when you take it, there is a step-by-step process that you always need to that you can follow. So I start with the center, and then I draw the center line. Okay. In every drawing that we make, you will see that I start with one line, the border, and the line at the center. This line is called the axis. What is it called? Axis. Because this becomes a literal central point where I'm going to be placing it. You want Buddha to be placed at the center. So that is the first thing that I do. You can measure with your pencil like this and just see if this is half or real. Okay. And you can of course bring the adjustments and changes as we do this. Then in this, I'm going to decide the height and how much I'm going to be drawing the Buddha. So what are the things that we see in this? Okay. One, we see a tree. Yes. Second, we see the Buddha composition. Yes. Third, we see the lotus. So these are the three elements that I want to bring into it. The lotus, the Buddha at the main subject, the lotus in the front, and then the uh, tree in the back. A little bit of our terminology. What is in the back? What do you call it? Background, right? What is in the subject? What is in the center? What do you call it? Yes, comment. Tell me. Subject. Okay. Now, what is in the what is in the front? What do you call it? Foreground. Just like background, there is foreground. So there is foreground, subject, and background. And I'm giving space for everything. Now, first, I'll leave aside some space where I'm going to be drawing the lotus and the foreground. So in the bottom, okay, let's leave a good amount of space here because I want to draw the lotus here. I want to show the double petal and this here. So I'll just, like if I had to tell how much of the space, how much of this, I'll say minimum 1/5 or something. I'll say you don't have to exactly use a scale and measure. Just you can compare. That's why I've kept the reference and the book side by side. You can compare and you can place this. Then you can compare and you can place this. Then I'm going to set the height for the Buddha. Now I am placing, so I don't want to, I want to draw more of the Buddha because if I were to make them very small, it will be difficult for me to draw all the details. It will be difficult because I want to show the face also. I want to show the body, the features and everything. And it will be difficult if I were drawing it very, very small. So what I do is I leave how much ever space I left at the bottom, that much space I leave on the top, maybe even little less on the top. Okay. What space I leave at the bottom, even less space that you leave on the top, and this much I'm going to draw the Buddha. In this space that I'm going to draw the Buddha, I need to properly uh, create the measurements or the proportions so that I am able to draw without any confusion. We have learned the human figure proportions. Now, when you look at the human body, how much times is quickly type in and tell me how much times the face is the entire human body? Quickly type and tell me, let's see how much you know, how much is your knowledge about the body. Yes, 7.5, 8 times. Yes, we had learned that. 7.5, 8 times, correct? 7.5, 8, yeah. We had learned this. So now tell me how much of the face is the body? How much of the face is the body? Yes, 2 times. So for in order to understand this, I have created an entire book with the human figure drawing guide. So this book I had already shared it with you. If not, I'll share it one. If you don't have it yet, I'll share it in the today, and it is available with your bonus quests. So the entire book with a lot of classes are sessions are available. If you look at the entire body, head 2 times the head is the upper body, and then 4 times the head is the legs, and then it goes and so on. Head 2 times head is the body, 2 times body is the leg, and then comes the feet. This is the basic proportionate system. Yes, comment in you if this is understood. Yes, I know it looks a little scary with the head cut off with all the sarkata figure, but this is a very, I think it's a very elegant way of understanding. Okay. Now, if I were to look at the Buddha drawing here, how many times will it be? 100% will it be 7.5, 8 times? 100% I should not make it 7.5, 8 times because this is a seated figure. But yes, I love it, Janani. Please stay active in the comment, and that is how I'll be able to communicate. That is how I'll be able to communicate with you. So keep active, keep commenting, keep typing, so I know that you are here. So, so now how many times should this be? If you simply look at the proportion system that we have learned, I have the head, then 2 times the head will be the body. I can add some space for the neck, and then 2 times the head will be the body, and then this head. Okay, you can see this here. This head, the same head measurement, if you see from the navel point. Where is the navel? If you look at Buddha here, where his palms are kept, that is where his upper body ends, and that is where the navel, the nabhi, comes and the upper body ends. From here, the leg. So if I were to measure this and see, and the head, okay, after leaving space for the neck, I will tell you it is going to be 1/3 of the head, and then 2 times the body, and you see exact head measurement is for the leg. So how many times will it be? It will be including the neck 4.3 times. If I add this little bun on the top, then I can say 4.5 times the, yes, Padma, 4.5 times is how it will be if I add the bun on the top. So now in order to draw this, first, okay, first here's what we do. I need to divide this into 2 parts. I'm going to divide into 4 parts. So now I have the space for the head, the body, okay, and then the leg is going to come here. So I'm drawing it big enough so that I can add the details and I'll be able to draw the face also, and the Buddha becomes a dominating figure. Here little bit of trees and aura I will show, but the majority of the space is by the Buddha. Alright. So Now in this space that I have, I will first draw an egg shape for the head, for the face. Okay, the egg shape. It is not a circle, it is an egg shape. So you can make it, draw one round and then one oval at the bottom. How to draw the head? I will show you here on the side. One, okay, one circle, second oval. So overall, we have already drawn the guideline so that you are able to position it firmly in this. Okay, on this, okay, I'll be able to add the hair and the and bun, the top. Make sure that this is aligned at the center. We drew this line so that this is towards the center. These are like the basic things that you have. Yes. Second step, what I do, I'm going to draw the stick figure here. For drawing the entire body, I'm going to break it down into a stick figure. So what is a stick figure? Stick figure is a method where you're showing the drawing, instead of drawing the entire body, you're showing it with lines and circles. So that means instead of the body, I just draw one line representing the body. Instead of the hands, I just draw a line showing the structure of the hands. Instead of the shoulders, I just show one line showing this and connecting it. So this, you can say, is the skeleton structure. Okay, just like a building has steel structure and our human body has skeleton structure, our drawing also we place this structure and start with it. So now here I draw this. I start with the body. This is where the body comes. Yes. So the neck and the body I draw here. Then I'm drawing the legs. Showing the space for the legs. Okay. So how much will the legs go? When you draw the legs like this, when you draw the legs, push it out how much this is. Okay, measure this length, that much it has to be like this in an angle. Two things. One, it has to come at an angle. Okay. Second, measure this and see that both of these are matching. Comment in S if you have understood this, because if you don't get this right, you will see Buddha will have short deformed legs, and that does not look. Okay, when you're drawing a very, a very important figure, it's very important that we pay close attention. We do this with the seriousness, like when they say that when you're doing a puja or ritual, you're not supposed to make mistakes, that because it shows a lack of intent, it shows a lack of involvement when you're making mistakes. So here you're allowed to make mistakes, but make sure that when you are doing this, give your complete attention into it. So comment in S if you have understood this. And the same thing I do on this side as well. Very important thing to note when you're drawing it, don't make it too angled. You can connect this with the triangle, okay, so that this sort of looks like a hanger, but measure both these sides, see if it's equal and if it is matching with this. All right. So now we have drawn this. So on this, the leg will come, then below this, the leg will come. I can add the details and everything on this now. Okay. Let's add some more into this. So when I draw the stick figure, as for this leg on this side, As far as this leg, as for both these legs, I simply see the way it is placed one above, one below. He's seated in a lotus posture. One line, it comes like this. Another line that I take it down like this. See, now we have the on the for the feet. Let's draw the shoulders. How wide are the shoulders going to be? The shoulders are going to be, okay, let's go to our Bible of human body reference. How much is the width of the shoulders? Placed from side to side. It is two times the head. Two times the head. You can actually measure this and see. Two times the head. So when I place it centrally from side to side, it is two times the head. So I draw the shoulder here. Okay. Leaving below here. Let's leave some space here for the neck. See, the reason I'm not asking you to leave a separate space for the neck and all, because if I say 4.3 times, you can get a confusing. But instead, you draw 4 times, leave some gap for the neck. Ideally, how much? Zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.3 times the head. That's all that you need. So this, see, the neck is visible. More than this neck, if I draw a longer neck, you see suddenly this looks off. If I drew a longer neck, notice suddenly this looks off. So small neck, okay, zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.3 times little bit, show that. And then I show the shoulders. So the shoulder, I draw at an angle, just like the feet. Okay, pro tip, make sure that this and this is parallel. The leg and the shoulders are placed parallel. These are some hacks, some shortcuts which can use to draw the human figure. So now show the left and on the right side, both the same. Let's take a quick measurement and see the head. Okay, from this side, if I take the head, exclude the bun. Please do this with me. Exclude the bun, take the head, connect this from the center. See if it is wide enough. By center, fine. See this is wide enough. Yes, this looks wide enough to me. This is wide enough. Don't just make a guess. Measure it and see for yourself. And on this side as well, the same measurement that I take here. For the head, the same measurement take here and sit here. So what do we have here? We have a shoulder structure. At this point, your drawing will look like an egg placed on top of a cloth hanger connected to another cloth hanger. This is supposed to look like cloth hanger. Pay attention to the angle. Make sure that it is not too slanting, but it is angled enough. Make sure that it is not straight, because if it is straight, then we will lose a natural slant that is on the shoulder. Your drawing will look very blocky, look cartoonish. So here when you do it, this is what it looks like. All right. So comment in B if you are ready so far, and I can move on now to the next part of the stick figure, which is drawing the arms. So give you some time to correct and check. Make sure that this is correct. You give it its due time and attention and care. Yes, comment in B if you have done this so far. I hope you're all comfortable with the pace at which that we are going, right? After a lot of trial and error, I think that I have come at the right pace wherein everyone can follow and do along for you. And besides, none of you are complete beginners. So I don't have to, I don't have to make it too slow either. Love it. Yes, done. Now I draw the arms, pull out the arms. Okay. How much should the arms be? Very simple. The head. Okay, how much ever you draw for the head, that head measurement. See this head. I take this head here. That head measurement, I need to place it here, and that is still where the elbows are going to come. So from the shoulder, if I place it, see, just take the measurement of the head and then place it here. So if you take the measurement of the head with the bun, you will see exact length of the shoulder to elbows. So head measurement including the bun, take it to the shoulder, connect it here. You will see exactly it is matching. So I take this here and I draw this here exactly matches like this. And same thing you on the other side as well. Whatever we draw on the left side, we immediately mirror it to the right side so that you are able to get the symmetry and proportion right. Okay, so here it's 1.2, 1.3 times the length of the arms. So do this, measure it here, and now I need to show this here. You can draw the palms and fingers, the circle like this. Okay. See, this is one of the approaches. When you draw something, you start with the large shape and then slowly build it, break it down into smaller structures. And if you look at the complex shapes like fingers or anything, you you first make like a shape that is like showing it, that is representing it, and then from there inside you start drawing the details. So you make a block or block it out, and then you make it, and then you add in the details. So here, and then the same, I need to draw this length here. How much ever length you place for the arm, exact same length you place it here. See this length. Okay, please everyone pay attention. This length for the arm is equal to this length here. This and this, same to same. Place it here and draw the shape for this bar, which is sort of like a shoes or a knife, you can say. Shoes or a knife, something like that. Just make sure that both these elbows are in the same line. That's why I've drawn this here, to show this and this is in the same. Are you all getting it? Are you all able to follow through? Yes, if yes, please comment yes and tell me. Now that I have the stick figure, okay, they say that Buddha at one point became almost like a stick figure, skeleton, because of how much he was malnourished. And that is when he sitting under the Bodhi tree, he attained nirvana and he came across the path of the middle way, which is a Buddhist approach to living is not falling into extremes. So even when you say to not be attached, it does not mean that to not have any material possessions. It simply means that realize that you own it and it does not. That's a fundamental thing. Many times the stuff we own starts owning us. And the Buddha path or the apex path or the middle path is simply realizing and claiming back your power that your mind is yours and your mind does not own. The material you own are yours, but they don't own. The people you have are yours, yet again they don't own. So here we have this, and then now I need to draw uh, the shape, the block, the shape here. So what do I do? I need to draw just like how I did the hands. I draw this shape here. See, the reason I'm drawing multiple times is I want to show you how to approach this as a beginner. Like a block, shape, lines that you place so that you're able to get that shape of the body. Then same I do for this, getting the shape of the torso. So overall, if you see, the shape will look like this. This part delineating the chest, and this part showing the rest of the body. As long as you have followed the proportion systems and you have been doing this with me, you should be able to get this right. Same, I can now do for the legs. Okay, add a volume. Always remember the skeleton structure comes in the middle. Outside of it, we add the volume. So we do this here. Then have this, draw this, connect it here. Okay, from the other side as well. Right now, we just show the legs as a sharp, pointy shape. We will later add the details into this. For now, just draw the outside shape for it by you add in the mass and the water. Connect it like this. And then same. You can by then you can just take a measurement like this and you can check this is right. Wait for you all to catch up. After you draw this, I want you to comment in. I want you to comment in D in the chat box. D for done. Are you all having fun? Let's go. Let's now draw the next. Let's now add the rest of the details into this. Okay. So we now yes, only Pooja has completed. What about others? What about all the others? Manisha, yes. Padma, Janani, Smita, Kalpana, Anusha, Maitri, Amudha, yes, you're all getting it? Awesome. So have a look once we draw the arms as well. Okay. So now let's draw the hands. When you're drawing the hands, if you see for the arms, there is a natural round here. Okay, it's because of this joint called the ball and socket joint. There is a round here. So when I'm showing the arms, I need to start with a little round here. Don't want to make it very large, very big, very round, so then it will be Bahubali style big, but it's something like a nice small round to show this joint here, and then around that we draw the arms. With here, with here, then see shape gets slightly slanting, connect. If you look at the shape of the arms, okay, if you look at the shape of the arms are not parallel. Only cartoon arms are like this. If you look at the shape of the arms, this is the joint, then it goes here. See, okay, from the center I will show. If this is the center, it is wide, widest on the top, slightly slanting, and then narrow at the elbow joint, and then narrower as it reaches the wrist. Same shape is for the legs as well. If I were to draw the bent arm, it is shoulder. See, notice this curve here, slant and this curve here, and then this as, see, notice the shape. Always make sure the shoulders is the widest, and then your elbows are narrower than the shoulders, and your wrist is the narrowest one. Okay, if I were to show muscles, then on this I'll be adding the muscle definition. If you want to show shoulders, biceps, triceps, and everything, on this you add. Since it's Buddha, we'll not make it muscular. Buddha was a warrior of the mind, okay, and not about the body. Even though many modern depictions of Buddha show him like a bodybuilder. Buddha is known as a warrior of the mind. So the arm, same. Let's do this on this side as well. And on the arms as well. On this now I can add the cloth, thing and other details. Ready? Yes. So tonight's session, I because I want to give this like a nice level of detailings and everything, and I doubt it we'll be able to finish it with just a single finish it with just a single drawing, because I don't want to rush through this as well. So, so will it be okay if we just do the pencil today and then do the rest of the inking tomorrow? Because I don't want to keep you all awake at night and then you lose their attention, and then it becomes all about finishing fast. But I really want to give this drawing a lot of justice and we can make it very beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot I want to share and then I want to do this well. Perfect. So we draw this here. Okay. Now let's add some of the details into this. So from where should I start? I like to start by drawing all the body features and then finally drawing the face and the eye. Finally drawing the face and the eyes last. The reason for this is when you draw the eyes and the face, it gives it life. And every time I like to do that. Every time I make a drawing, the eyes is what I try to try to add the details last, because then suddenly when you draw the eyes, drawing gets life. So I like to give everything else and then the eyes later. So we start with the arms. If you look at this arms and this fingers folded, it is held in a beautiful mudra pose. So let's understand how to draw this mudra pose. Okay, how to draw this mudra pose. Let's understand this very clearly. So I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to show you. If you look at the shape of the arms, okay, to keep your palms here, your fingers has these basic parts. Your palms, these basic parts. One, there is a block for the palm. Second, you see this part where the fingers are. Then you have this part here, which shows the thumb. So the easiest way to show hands is like this one block here, one extension outwards, and then like this thumb. Just try this shape, three parts, three basic parts, and on this we can add in as many details as I want. So if I were to make any details or the fingers or the shape, I will adjust this. So in order to draw this, here's what I will do. I will start with the draw this first separately on a rough sheet of paper in a big size with me. First, I will draw this. First, I'll draw this shape here. Second, I will draw the three fingers that is out. Then from here, connect one finger like this. I told you about this extension. Extend it. Then connect it here. Once you have this, you can make your division. See, just make sure the fingers are long. That's it. Once you have it, you can add in the details of the palms and this and everything. Are you all able to get this? Yes. Once you have this, we can specifically add the details for the fingers and the palms and everything. Okay. So I come here and I'm going to now start off with this. Show the palms. Let's draw the three fingers that is out. That is out and holding it. One finger that goes down into this mudra. Then this finger. Once I have this, okay, you want to make sure it's not too big. Just make sure that you adjust the size. I will show you once again. Palms. thumb, the finger that is the index finger, and then the three fingers as I draw. One, but if you see the fingers, there are multiple folds. We'll add in the folds later, but just let's get the basic shape ready. Yes? Please comment in S in the chat box after you have got this shape ready. Palms and fingers. I'll be only able to do these for you because otherwise in a basic in a beginner's class I'll not be able to teach or cover these. It can get confusing. Yes, so just take some time, correct the shape. I'll just keep the reference here. Okay. Now we do the this open palms, which is much more easier. You need to draw the thumb and the index finger. See, so simple. Index finger, then the thumb. You just want to make sure the shape of the thumb that is let's draw the feet right below the palms, which is why I did not draw the feet earlier because now you'll be able to connect things right below the palms. We first add the curve for the feet, then to add this curve, which is like the arch of the feet, complete the curve, and then draw the and then you complete this shape. Now, how big should this be? A simple rule of thumb: the length of the feet. Okay, the length of the feet taken like this from heel to this is equal to the length of the face. I know this might come as a surprise to many of you, but in fact, the length of the feet, okay, from the heel to the toe is equal to the length of the face. I know this can sound like you might think it's not possible, but yes, that is true. The reason we don't realize that is because our feet is so far down, we don't um, it tends to appear smaller. Objects that are farther tend to appear smaller. Those of you can always go and check. So we draw this. I complete this here. Let's come the feet. This now can become Da, this can become Shiva, this can become Bodhidharma, this can become Mahavira, this can become anyone. That's the whole beauty. When you draw with the foundations, when you draw with the shape, you'll be able to see that the same level, the same foundations, we'll be able to draw anything and anyone. Let's draw the feet too. So if you see the way the feet is placed, okay,
I'm having mismatch here. My foot is not coming in the lap or something.
your feet is not coming correctly. Why don't you show me your drawing? Why don't you show me the drawing that you're making? Why don't you show me the drawing? Yes, Swati. Let's go. Okay. So it is not coming in alignment, right? Okay, so you have placed the palms, you place this here. I can see the legs going down. Fair enough. I can see the legs going down and then it is not connecting. So according to the body, you have done this. And then the legs are going down. Fair enough. So now here, if I were in your place, what I will do is that see if you look at the measurement of the legs, okay, that is fine. The palms, it is coming here and it is angled and it is placed exactly in the center. Okay. So the issue here is Swati, even though the length of the legs you have drawn it correctly, if you look at the angle, okay, I will adjust the angle slightly. Two corrections you will have to make onto this is that one, notice this angle. See, if the angle I placed was even more lower than this, then it will be difficult for me to match.
Can
So,
you show me in
first
your
is the
drawing?
angle. Sorry?
Can you please show me in your drawing?
Yeah, I'm showing you my drawing. I'm showing you my drawing. Look into it. I put the spotlight. You might have to, I think since you're from the phone, you'll have to swipe to see. Okay. So first, show me your drawing. First is the angle. If the angle is very much down below, I will not be able to connect it. But on the other hand, if the angle that I draw is adjusted such that when I put this back here, the feet and the arms are connecting, then I'll be able to get it. Make sure this angle is not too low. You have to adjust this angle, make it slightly come up, and start with the stick figure. Just see if you are able to connect the stick figure with the palms. Alright. After we draw this feet, after we draw the feet and the face, I'll be doing a round of feedback today for all of your drawings so that we'll be able to correct it. Okay. In fact, after we draw the legs as well, I can do a round of feedback and then the face, we can all complete it together. Okay. So make sure that you correct it. Now, if you look at the way the posture is formed, everything has to fall in line. This is the center line. Okay. This is the center line. This is the center line. On this chest, where the heart is, this mudra is placed. In the center, the palms are coming such that it is coming cutting in the center. On this, see, on the right side, I have the feet. All of this is, see how it is connecting and aligning to the center. Yes, do you all see it? How this is all aligning and connecting with the center. This center line, that's why is the most important because you must be able to align it in this way. Now, if you get this much right, then the next step is naturally very simple. On the center, the right side, I show this feet, and on the center, the other side, I show the other feet as well. The same step as I had done earlier, and that is, let's look at the shape of the feet, curve, arch, flat, thumb, top, like a knife. Once you have this, get the feet. See, right? So when you're drawing it on the, when you're showing it on the figure, curve, arch, see. So once we have it, same exact thing, I use it here as well. Curve, arch, curve, arch. So the net got disconnected for a while. I hope that now everything is back to normal. I hope you can all see me and you can hear me clearly. Yes. Give me yes if you can all see me and if you can hear me clearly. Yes. The net got disconnected for just a while. Now everything is back. Awesome. Okay. Thank you all for staying here. So now I can show the feet. Okay, we were at the feet. At the charan. So I can connect it, the feet here. Once we have this, okay, once we have this, I can draw the cloth. We'll add the clothing detail later, but just let's just mark this here. Cloth coming here. I have the cloth in here. I have the stop coming here. Okay, and And this little bit of this portion here as well. There you go. So far, so okay. So far, now I want to have a look at all of your drawings and I want to give a round of feedback. The By the end of today's class, we will be making the face, okay, and the hair. We'll be ending the class today with the face and the hair. Just one last step where we'll be drawing the face and the hair. The rest of the details, because we have to now draw the lotus. We'll be drawing the tree. Then there is the shading that we will do. So for all that, because we need more time, we'll be doing this session on Sunday 11 a.m. All right, all of you, please note this time down. Sunday 11 a.m. I hope all of you are free on Sunday. Sunday 11 a.m. Yes, Sunday 11 a.m. We'll be completing the drawing with the rest of the detail and okay. Because we'll be making the pencil outline today with the face. So you also get time if you want to change, correct it with the recording, everything you get time also. So Sunday 11 a.m. is when we'll be finishing. We'll be doing the inking and the detailing of this. So now I want to have a look at all of your drawings. Please show me your work. Let's see. I can turn on your camera, show me your drawing. Let's have a look at one by one by one. Let's go. Let's start with ja. Awesome. So if I were to look at your drawing, so see, there is only one thing here. If you see this, Puja, very good work. Okay, if you see the shoulders and the chest, this part is connected. So this part is connected with the muscle called lats. Okay, latrissimi dorsi it's called, or your back. So in your drawing, I see there is a detachment. See, there is a shoulder and then this part is literally detached. So you want to connect it like this. If you look at the shape of a person, it is connected and forming a V shape. That is what I will connect first. So once again, show me. Yes, raise it up. Raise the book up. Yes, now it is corrected. Then see the same thing corrected for the body as well. See, you don't want to make him too fat or too well built, but still you want to kind of make this connection elegant. Yes. The palms, okay. Now if I were to look at your palms, the palms is a little too big. The length of the palms, I will tell you how much it should be. The length of the palms, if I were to take it, okay, the length of the palms, if I were to take it, no, actually the palms are all right. Palms are actually all right. The problem, yes, the problem I'm seeing is if you look at the left versus the right, as in the one that is held in mudra. See the one that is held in mudra, then there is one that is flat. Both have to have the same length. If you look at your drawing, the one that is flat is longer than this. So the problem is the mudra one is short. You will have to make it longer. Are you understanding?
Yes,
Yes?
okay, figured.
Understood. So now how do you do it? The finger part, especially the fingers, I feel are a little too small in yours and this palm also here. The length of this part of the body, okay, if I were to look into the proportion, the length of this part of the body is like this. This is 0.75 times the length of 0.75 times the length of the head outstretched. Okay, if I were to look
Okay.
at this relationship between this forearms versus this, okay, and the correction that I'm sharing is for everyone. I'll be looking into it individually. So if you are finding the same mistake, please correct it. This length has to be shorter than this. That is the first thing. Okay. Secondly, for both, it has to be the same. Now raise the book up once again and show me. Yes. Okay, that is the thing. The feet looks all right. One correction for the feet is you have to make the shape of the feet more elegant. The shape of the feet, if I were to draw in reverse, will look like this: curve, arch, then this part, see, If you look at your own leg, that is how it will be, right? And then the fingers little prominent and then coming here. Right now in yours, it seems flat and sharp. And that is the missing thing. The feet at the bottom looks alright, but on the top especially, this part needs correction. The rest of the posture is very good. And I hope this clears a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at the next person. Okay, so I will go in alphabetical order. So now A Amta. Awesome. So yes, Amta, show me. I think the camera is a little blurred, but I'll try my best here. From the looks of it, the face, the proportion. Why don't you send me a photo in the WhatsApp group? The camera is too blurred, I can't see it. Yeah. Send me a photo in the WhatsApp group. I'll look. How's the drawing experience? You're able to follow along?
Very
Yeah. Very nice.
enjoying myself. Very good.
Yes.
I'll send you
Awesome. Awesome. So now let's see next. Okay. Manisha, are you there, Manisha? I mean Manisha and yeah, show me. Preksha, Manisha. Again, I think your camera is, you have to turn it off. Okay. Wind you unmute. You wind you unmute. Yes, Preksha. How's the drawing along? You're able to follow? Having fun?
I'm just not. I'm stuck over here.
Yes. So now I'll tell you the correction here.
Yeah.
In your drawing, the the hip portion is too narrow. You made it too narrow.
Yeah.
The length of the width of the hip. Okay, the width of the hip, I'll tell you. See, this is the shoulder. Okay, I'll show you the width of the hip. See the shoulder. On the shoulder, we drew this round, right, to get this thing. The hip measurement, if I were to look, has to be slightly smaller than the shoulder. In yours, it is too narrow. That is why it is looking too tight, too narrow like this, and it is going. Raise your book up. Yes, see? So fun, make the hip wider.
Okay.
See,
How
from
about
here, make the hip wider. This is the thing. This is the key.
from
Look
your
at your drawing. Flip and look at your drawing. It
Yeah.
make the hips wider.
Okay.
Okay. Next, raise your book up again. The palms. The same thing, the same correction that I gave for the puja is for you as well. If you look at the palms, the finger part especially is too small. Let me tell you the relationship between the finger versus the palm. The fingers and the palm. See, it is almost same length. Fold and see, same length. Right? So when you look at your drawing, the palms and the fingers should look the same. In your case, I see both of these, it is too small. The easy way to match it is just take the length of this, okay? And see that it is not as long as the face, but it is till the forehead of it. So 0.8. 0.8 times the face is the hands. Yes, the rest of the drawing looks all right. The main corrections for the hips and the fingers. I'm noticing this part coming here repeatedly, so please correct it for all of you. All right, you can add the clothing and the other details. Okay, so Amuda has sent her sketch. I will just give me a minute. I'll have to open the WhatsApp. I have to open the WhatsApp web. So while the WhatsApp web loads, I will look at Smita's drawing. Yes, Smita, are you there? Yes. Yes, Smita. So how's the drawing experience? Having fun?
Yes,
Again,
totally. Can you
yes.
see my drawing? Yes.
Ha. Yes. The fingers and this. Ha. So, okay. Yes, the fingers looks all right. The palms, it's actually come out very well. This one, ha. Now only one mistake here, one correction that I'll say is that raise it up, raise your book up. Yeah. So when you are, there are actually two corrections that I'm seeing in this. When you look at the when you look at the way he's seated, see, it's a rested pose. That means this leg is planted firmly on this, and the hands are planted on this, on the feet. If you look at your drawing, I can see a visible gap between this and this. So the way to correct, yes, the way to correct it is, see, the way to correct that is that this lower leg, right, fold it such that it is coming slightly up, because you want both of this to be held snugly together, and it is held very close and tight. Are you understanding?
Yes,
It has
yes,
to be
yes.
held close and tight. Only then you'll get that rested look. Otherwise, it's kind of like, it's sort of Buddha appears a little
Okay.
restless.
Mm.
Then the palms as well, when you place it, it's best that if you're able to place it, if you're able to draw it fully flat and place it on the feet. See, if you sit in this, if you have sat in the lotus pose and meditated, you will see that your arms, when it is placed on the feet flat, that is when you enter a you feel relaxed. So you want it to be firmly planted here and do and correct it. Yes, so I hope you do that correction on that.
Yes.
Then the second thing is, measure the length of the arms. The left and the right arm has to be equal.
Mm.
Okay, the left and the right arm has to be equal. Your this arm is slightly long from my observation. Secondly, the forearms, the length of the shoulder to the elbows and the elbows to the wrist is ekdam same to same. Okay, so in your drawing, actually the problem is, in this hand, this is shorter, and in this, it is longer. So you just want to make sure the arms, you might want to just correct it once again, refine it such that both of this is same, and this are matching equally. Yes? Awesome.
Yes. Thank you.
Let's have a look. Any doubts?
No, I'm good. I can see the errors very clearly.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's have a look at the next person, Janani. Is this here? Okay. So you can see Janani has already made a lot of corrections, I think, recently. The legs are looking correct. Okay, so see, just look at the shape of the leg. You want it, see the shape? It's flat like this. Maybe, and then on that I add this. The problem is there is a little bit of sharpness that is missing. Here, if I see the elbows and the knees, your knees has become very sharp. But if you see the knees, there is slight flatness here. It's angled, slightly flat, and then coming. So the correction, what you need to do is this, instead of see, right now your knees, okay, can you look at my book? Right now your knees, you have drawn it like this. This is the knees that you have drawn like this. Instead, you want to bring it here, make it long, and then flatten it. Now, on this, I can add the feet and the leg. I go Mani Padme. Similarly, the hands also. Okay, see the shape of the hands. It is widest at the elbows, narrowest at the wrist. In your drawing, I think you try to get the clothing and clothing and that sense of confidence is slightly lacking. This arm you have drawn it right, but this arm I can see it's a little wobbly. So you want to correct it, and you want to make sure that shoulders widest, elbows narrower, wrist even narrower. That tuck 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 that hand, you have to get it right. Clear?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, a third very important correction that I'm seeing in this is that your upper body is considerably longer than it needs to be. Right now, if I have to see, there are only two ways that we can do it. Either you'll have to erase the entire portion and then redraw it, which is difficult. So you can make the head slightly bigger. According to me, you should make the face slightly bigger so that it matches the body. If you look at the body's length, okay, just measure it and see, you will see the body's length is more than twice of that of the head in your case. In fact, in your body, it is be 2.5 times this. So just make the head slightly bigger so that it matches up to the body. Clear?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome. Now let's have a look at anyone else here who, yes, Swati. Let's have a look at Swatiji's drawing now. Looking good. Yes, see, so much better. Is it not? So much better. This actually looks like a drawing by a Buddhist illustration. Very nice. Very good. When we now add the volume for the leg and the clothing, this should come out all right. The only thing is, this one, just make it slightly more puffed because see, think of your human body, okay? The skeleton is flat. It is very tight and it is like a stick. But the volume, when we add the body, it adds volume, which means it makes it round. If you look at the thighs, it is round. Connection is wonky and I had to remove all the UPS and everything. This doesn't typically happen because I have two UPSs, but I've had to disconnect everything because I'm in between shifting homes. But let's go. So I was giving correction to Swati. So what I was essentially telling is that when we add the volume, right? Just like how for the chest, when you add the volume, it makes uh, it adds a little more thickness. Similarly for the legs as well, it will be more thicker. But that is it. Just instead of making it sharp, just slightly make it more rounded. Now we have Amudha's drawing. Let's have a look at Amudha's drawing here. Oh yes. So yes. So Amudha's drawing here looks really good. From the first looks of it, I can see the face, the ears, the hands, okay, and the legs, the shape, and everything. The correction here is see one, notice the shape of the hands with respect to the body. Don't you feel that the hands are too fat compared to the body? A little off shape.
Okay.
The basic rule for the hands is shoulders widest, elbows it has to be thin, and then wrist it gets thinner. Here, along this elbow region, it has become more thicker and fatter. So you want to make the shoulders widest, elbow smaller. And in that way, you'll be able to correct one. Secondly, the feet. while the feet on the top is all right, the bottom feet is uh, the shape is completely off. That confidence with which you have drawn the face and the body is missing in the feet. So you want to make the feet get the shape of the feet correct. And what is the shape of the feet? Yes. What is the shape of the feet? The shape of the feet, see, wide, arch, and then curve it, and then we will see. This is the shape of the feet. Okay. So I'm very glad I was able to look into each one of your drawings, because I was able to actually find out a lot of areas where we could connect. So yes, I hope that this much correction, all of you have got it and all of you are good. Now that I see it, it is already 10:50. The rest of the face of the Buddha, the details, and the inking with the lotus and everything, we'll be continuing the session from Sunday, from uh, from Sunday 11 a.m. So I don't want any one of you to miss it. I hope all of you are free on Sunday. Yes, give me yes if you are all free on Sundays. Sunday 11 a.m. So Sunday 11 to 12:30. By Sunday 11 to 12 we will finish it. One more hour we'll be needing. Awesome. So yes, so do make all the corrections that I have said. The session is entirely recorded from top to bottom. It will be there. Oh, that I'm very sorry, Swati. Then if that is the case, yes, you can watch the recording. You can do. Yeah, we'll be doing the rest of the details. The face is the most important, so I don't want to hurry up the face. So you'll be drawing the face details, inking, and everything, and continuing this on Sunday 11 a.m. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of this session today. Please share your drawing in the WhatsApp group, and along with it, also tell me how was this experience drawing the Buddha, drawing the complete human figure from beginning to bottom. In fact, if you look,
I will
takes an
go
artist
first,
years.
Niranjan.
Yes.
Like I was always in the resistance mode na कि how like I used to do painting a lot earlier, but अभी
Yeah.
what I'm so resistance था कि I won't be able to devote that much of time.
Yeah.
But something has changed within, and today is the first time I really sat calmly. Maybe with the effect, or I don't know. I really enjoyed the drawing, and I could take out the time, and I was very, very dedicated to it. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. I can see
And
your
to
face
Sanchari
also
also,
looks calm.
she always pushes us a lot. And
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so
Very
much.
glad. And I'm very happy that you're having you're more consistent, you're more regular, you're one of the most regular people showing up for all the classes, and I can actually see the count on your face. Yes,
Yes,
thank you
thank
and
you so
wishing you
much.
all the best. Please complete this Sunday is classes. Okay. So all of you, please share your drawings so far in the group and share with me how this experience was learning about the drawing about the write a few words and let us know how this was for you. Thank you so much and see you now next on Sunday 11 a.m. And for all those who sent your birthday wishes and greetings, a very special thanks. I took my time, but I think I replied to each one of you individually. Many people even sent me personal messages, and it was a lot of love and lessons that I think a new chapter in my life. 30 years I've entered with the fresh energy.